Hi, welcome to tvsarawak.com. I'm Nadia Nazir, and the first news of today, 35.4 million ringgit for embankment projects. Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Datuk Sri G. Palanivel announced he would be seeking a 35.4 million ringgit budget for the embankment projects to assist projects carried out by the State Department of Irrigation and Drainage. In a press conference held at the Lundu waterfront, Palanivel said his ministry had implemented various erosion protection projects on riverbanks, coastal erosion, flood mitigation and drainage works in P193 Santubong since the 9th Malaysian Plan. He said that among the scope of the project was to build riverbank erosion protection with the use of reinforced concrete wall, walk paths and handrail 140 meters long, culverts and drains. He added that DID had been allocated 2 million ringgit for 2014 and 2015 to implement projects to prevent coastal erosion at Kampung Pasir Panjang, and the scope was to protect the 500-meter long coastline, and the tender for the project will be out soon. Datuk Palanivel pointed out that he will see Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak to secure a budget for 8 more projects in Lundu, Sematan and Kampung Buntal at a total of 35.4 million ringgit. The projects cover waterfront extensions and embankment. Meanwhile, Santubong MP Junaidi was pleased that his area had won the attention and concern of the federal government and hoped all projects will be implemented amicably. Petrajaya folk now have easier access to healthcare with the opening of the Petrajaya Health Clinic. At the recent opening, the clinic organised a health carnival and customers' day yesterday to create awareness on the existence of the clinic and its location. This helps to educate the local community to start caring for their health, as prevention is better than cure. There were various health exhibition booths and free health screenings for the public. Semayang Assemblywoman Sharifah Hasidah Said Aman Ghazali urged the clinic staff to promote the importance of proper healthcare and the facilities at the clinic to the local communities. She was representing Petrajaya MP Datuk Fadilah Yusof. The clinic caters for 20,000 residents in Petrajaya and services include dental care and pediatric. Also present were State Health Deputy Director Dr. Jamila Hashim, Kuching District Health Officer Dr. Kamaruddin Lajim and Family Health Specialist Dr. Juslina Omar. Miri's Computer Sales and Services Association will organise Sarawak's Information Communication Technology Expo on October 3rd to the 5th. This time around, there will be more attractive promotions. The expo will take place at the Miri Indoor Stadium and will run from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Organising Chairman Jensen Yong said that the organising committee has extended the expo scope to involve various parties joining the expo, such as the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, Miri Handphone Association, Audiovisual and Household Appliances Group, Financial Services and Products, Naim Cendera, Sendirian Berhad and IBS College. A total of 133 special prizes comprising of branded 8GB handy drives to branded high-end cameras have been prepared for early birds who attend the expo. There will also be various lucky draws based on purchases and 5 ringgit cash vouchers. Themed Your Digital Lifestyle and Computer, Communication and Electronic Fair, the expo will showcase 66 booths with brands such as Asus, Acer, Brother, Canon, Dell, Lenovo, HP and Samsung. Telekom Malaysia will also showcase its latest broadband and telecommunication products and services. Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency Sarawak plans to have a maritime post each at Kampung Kuala Sibuti and in Lawas probably by next year. MMEA Chief Enforcement Officer Captain Abim Sungom said the one at Kampung Kuala Sibuti was meant to protect the Miri Sibuti Coral Reef National Park from intrusions. It is also to help fishermen in the area, especially during emergencies. He was referring to newspaper reports of aliens fishing at the Miri Sibuti Coral Reef National Park. Captain Abim said the proposed post for Lawas was to curb smuggling of goods from Labuan. He urged the media to enlighten fishermen against using bombs for fishing, as it destroys corals and brings about other negative side effects. On the Friends of Maritime program, which he officiated at Kampung Kuala Sibuti, Abim said it was meant to gel ties between the agency and the villagers, particularly the fishermen. The two-day musical drama Lesong, A Journey of Prince Serapi, which was held at the Miri Civic Centre, portrays the rich cultural heritage of Sarawakians. Department for Culture and Arts State Director Salihuddin Muhammad Saleh said although the story was only a portion about Prince Serapi searching for his lost sister Princess Lesong, who had been kidnapped by a golden crocodile in Sarawak, the gist of the story was on the diversity of the people in the state. He pointed out that the drama incorporated 16 traditional dances of the locals, and they were performed by locals of the different races, among them the Ibans, Bidayos, Malays and the Chinese. Salihuddin, also the drama's artistic director, added with the drama depicting the various races and places from northern to southern Sarawak up to the legendary Gunung Serapi in Kuching and Gunung Lesong in Bau, it hoped to relate to the people the important landmarks in the state. The lead actor and actress for the dance drama respectively are two multi-talented locals, Abby Cornelis and the newly crowned Miss Malaysia World 2014, Dewi Liana Siriesta. The drama is one of the programs for Citra Warna, one of the 3-in-1 state-level events being held at the Dewan Suara and the Miri City Fan. And now on to regional news. Malaysia has expressed confidence in securing a non-permanent member seat on the United Nations Security Council for 2015 and 2016 term. Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Anifah Aman said the country had reason to believe it could secure a two-third majority among the 193 UN member states to get the seat. He indicated that among the contributing factors are Malaysia's efforts in facilitating the peace process, its status as a moderate Islamic country, and its chairmanship of ASEAN next year. UN member countries will cast their vote during the current United Nations General Assembly, and the result is expected by next month. Malaysia has served on the UN Security Council thrice. For the first time in 1965, shared the 1964-1965 term, with Czechoslovakia serving in 1964 and Malaysia in 1965, second term in 1989 to 1990, and third term in 1999 to 2000. Anifah said Malaysia's candidature for the UNSC seat had received the endorsement of most countries. Membership in the UNSC will allow Malaysia to continue advocating peaceful means in the prevention of conflict as well as promoting mediation as an approach towards peaceful conflict resolution. The theme for Malaysia's candidature is Peace and Security through moderation. The Security Council is the highest security body recognized by the world to defend and preserve global peace and security. It has 5 permanent members: China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States with veto power. Malaysia has been commended for its role as a facilitator of the peace process between the Moro Islamic Liberation Front and the Philippine government. It has traditionally been a major contributor in terms of personnel for peacekeeping operations under the UN aegis, including in the Congo, South Sudan, Western Sahara, Bosnia, Somalia, and Lebanon. It has traditionally been a major contributor in terms of personnel for peacekeeping operations under the UN aegis, including in the Congo, South Sudan, Western Sahara, Bosnia, Somalia, and Lebanon. Currently, almost 1,200 peacekeeping troops from Malaysia are stationed around the world. The Malaysian Embassy in Sana'a has confirmed that all Malaysians, mostly students in Yemen, are safe despite the current mass uprising in that country. The Foreign Ministry highlighted that currently there are about 440 students, 357 males, 45 females and 33 children from Samlan and Masbah area were placed at a temporary building provided by the embassy in Sana'a. The ministry is closely monitoring the current situation in Yemen, particularly the recent protests and clashes involving the rebel group Houthis and the government, especially in strategic areas controlled by the Yemeni government across the country. As the current security situation in Yemen remained fluid and uncertain, the ministry advised all Malaysians to avoid or postpone unnecessary travel to that country. Malaysians who require assistance could contact the Malaysian Embassy in Yemen via 00967 142 9781 and 00967 142 9782 or email mwsanaa@kln.gov.my. In 10 years, Malaysia targets to launch the country's very own satellite built exclusively by local scientists. Science, Technology and Innovation Deputy Minister Datuk Dr. Abu Bakar Muhammad Dias said, in pursuit of this goal, the ministry had begun training local scientists beginning this year. Datuk Abu Bakar said the function of the satellite would depend on the nation's needs in 2024 and the cost needed to build the satellite had not yet been determined. In the meantime, he said Malaysia was moving closer towards achieving the 70 scientists per 10,000 workforce target by 2020 in a move to become a developed nation. He said so far there were 68 Malaysian scientists and the ministry was optimistic that the number would increase further in 2020. Dato' Abu Bakar added that to help students develop interest in the field, the ministry organised science and innovation exhibition activities nationwide, mainly at selected schools. The Education Ministry is closely monitoring the preparation in the run-up to the re-examination for the Ujian Pencapaian Sekolah Rendah, English and Science papers on September 30th. Its Deputy Minister, P. Kamalanathan, said the ministry would ensure such a fiasco involving UPSR leaks would not reoccur during the re-examination, as the authorities had learned a lesson from the incident. He said both UPSR English and Science paper re-examination would be held on the same day, Tuesday, September 30th, nationwide. He added that a special committee had been set up, as announced by Deputy Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, to strengthen the system so that there will be no more loophole or leakage possibilities in the future. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib arrived in New York today for a working visit to the United Nations General Assembly. The special aircraft carrying Datuk Seri Najib and his wife Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor landed at the Westchester County Airport at 7:30 a.m. Malaysian time. They were greeted on arrival by Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Anifah Aman, Malaysian Ambassador to United States Datuk Awang Adik Hussein and Malaysia's Permanent Representative to the United Nations Datuk Hussein Hanif. Datuk Seri Najib is scheduled to address the General Assembly at the United Nations headquarters in New York on September 26. The Malaysian Prime Minister has been invited by the New York Academy of Sciences to be one of the key speakers at the international launch of Global STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics Alliance in New York on September 22nd. During the event, Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor will be receiving the STEM Hero Award for her contribution to early childhood education and development in Malaysia. Datuk Seri Najib is scheduled to deliver a statement to outline Malaysia's efforts and views in combating the global climate change at the United Nations Climate Summit at the UN headquarters on September 23rd. And that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Nadia Nazir. Thank you for watching tvsarawak.com. Have a pleasant day ahead.